Let's start with a feeling almost everyone knows, but rarely admits. It's that sudden electric surge of relief that washes over you when a plan is cancelled at the last minute. You were supposed to go out. You were supposed to be on. But then the text message arrives. Hey, I'm so sorry, I can't make it tonight. In that moment, you don't feel disappointed. You feel like you've been given a second chance at life. You feel a weight lift off your chest that you didn't even realize you were carrying. But there is another side to this story. There is the person who sends the text, the one who spent the last 3 hours staring at their phone, heart racing, rehearsing the words, the one who feels like a failure, a flake, and a bad friend all at once. Most people think last-minute cancellers are just lazy, rude, or disorganized, but the truth is far deeper. This isn't about a lack of respect for time. This is about a nervous system trying to protect itself. This is the psychology of the person who cancels, not because they don't care, but because they care in a way that has become exhausting. To understand why someone cancels, we have to understand why they said yes in the first place. For many, saying yes to a plan isn't an expression of desire, it's a survival response. If you grew up in a home where you had to earn your keep, where being low maintenance was the only way to stay safe, or where your value was tied to your usefulness, no feels like a dangerous word. As children, these people learned that to be loved was to be compliant. They became adaptable versions of themselves, adjusting their emotional volume to suit whoever was in the room. So when a friend asks, "Do you want to grab dinner on Friday?" the brain doesn't ask, "Do I have the energy?" It asks, "What do I need to say to keep the peace?" The yes is a performance. It's a way to prove they are still good, still dependable, still enough. But the yes is written on a credit card that their nervous system can't pay off. Psychologically, this is fawning, a trauma response where we please others to avoid potential conflict or abandonment. They agree to the plan on Monday because on Monday the performance feels far away. But as Friday approaches, the cost of that performance begins to loom.
For the person who cancels, social interaction isn't just hanging out. It is a high-stakes theatrical production. Think back to the child who was never protected, or the child who was ignored. They learned early to notice everything. They notice the slight change in a friend's tone. They notice the micro-expressions of judgment. They notice the silence between sentences. When they go out, they aren't just eating dinner. They are scanning for safety. They are managing the other person's emotions. They are making sure they aren't too much or too loud or too boring. This is what psychologists call masking. It is the act of suppressing your true self to appear socially acceptable. And masking is neurologically expensive. As the hour of the plan approaches, the person begins to feel a physical sense of dread. It isn't that they don't like their friends, it's that they don't know if they have the strength to hold the mask up for 3 hours. The thought of being seen feels like being exposed. The body remembers a time when being unprotected or misunderstood had consequences, and so the brain begins to scream for one thing: safety. In this state, staying home isn't flaking, it's a retreat to the only place where they don't have to perform. There is another, quieter reason why people cancel at the last minute, and it's rooted in what psychologists call an internalized neglect schema. This is common in people who grew up feeling ignored. They were the children who stopped showing their drawings because no one looked up from their phone. They were the ones who learned that their presence didn't seem to change the temperature of the room. As adults, they carry a core belief: I don't actually matter that much. When they consider cancelling, their brain whispers a lie. They won't even miss me. They'll probably have a better time if I'm not there. My absence won't leave a hole. They don't realize that their friends actually want to see them. They think they are just a background character in everyone else's movie. So they cancel, thinking the cost is zero. They don't see themselves as a priority, so they assume they aren't a priority to anyone else. It's a tragic form of self-protection. By convincing themselves they are invisible, they feel they can't be rejected.
The moment the text is sent, "I'm so sorry, I can't make it," two things happen simultaneously. First, there is the relief. The nervous system finally exits high alert. The muscles in the shoulders drop. The breathing slows. The storm has passed. For a few minutes, they are safe in their own silence. But then comes the second wave, the shame. They replay the cancellation over and over. They imagine their friends talking about how unreliable they are. They feel the weight of the invisible scars of their past. They think, "I'm broken. Why can't I just be normal? Why is it so hard for me to do what everyone else does so easily?" This shame makes them withdraw even further. They might stop posting on social media, as we've discussed before, or they might stop responding to texts for days. They are shrinking themselves to avoid the judgment they are sure is coming. They are stuck in a cycle where they crave connection but fear the performance of it. They want to be seen, but being guarded feels like the only way to survive. If you are the person who cancels, or if you are the friend waiting at the table, it's important to realize that this behavior is rarely about the present moment. It is a story of adaptation. It is a nervous system that learned too much too soon. Healing doesn't mean forcing yourself to go to every party. It means updating the rules of your own life. It starts with learning to say no on Monday so you don't have to cancel on Friday. It means recognizing that you don't have to earn your place at the table through a perfect performance. It means believing that your presence actually matters, that you aren't invisible, and your absence is felt. And for the friends of those who cancel, know that their no is often not a rejection of you, but a desperate yes to their own mental health. The child who was never protected, the child who was ignored, the child who had to be the strong one, they are all still there, trying to find a version of safety that doesn't require them to hide. Eventually, the goal is to reach a place where safety isn't something you have to construct by staying home. It's something you carry within you. It's the realization that you can be seen, you can be imperfect, and you can still be held. And when that realization finally lands, you might find that you don't need to cancel anymore. Not because you're stronger, but because you're finally safe enough to just show up.